So it is early morning. I want to be a little on the quiet side, but this is the room, and as you can see, I already started having breakfast. But here is the seating. They give you 3 pillows. You got some hangers there, a blanket. This table comes out. You have seating over here as well. I have my luggage down there. And up there is more luggage. Up here is the second bed, and I'll show you guys that in more detail a little bit later. Well, let's turn around here. When you first walk in, there is a closet. And you just open it up, and there you go. There's a little rod up in there. So if you have anything you want to hang, go ahead and put it in there. And then we have these over here. So this controls this little light here, and this is for the heat, which I really don't need, so that's going down. I'm a warm person by nature, and it's pretty warm in the train, and so I really don't need the heat on. And you come over here immediately to your right when you walk in is the sink. You have your nice bathroom mirror here. You have a couple outlets, and then nice sink area. Got your soap, some Kleenex there, and then you have this cabinet that contains everything you would really need. So you got cups in there for water, brushing your teeth, extra TP and hand towels and wash rags and bar soap. So it's pretty nice, pretty good setup. Then if you go down below here, there's a trash bin, and that holds a pretty good amount of stuff. Then walking over here on the other side of the couch area, I guess, is another reading light here. And then this is a call button for your attendant. There's a guy or girl, lady, who can help you out with whatever you need. This is a ceiling light, and the ceiling light can also be turned into a night light. It's like a blue kind of light. It's pretty neat. Here are your light switches for the bathroom: shower light, night light. So I'll open up the door here. Let me see if I can get you. It's a rounded kind of. Yeah, and right next to that you have a mirror, full-length mirror. It's pretty nice. So this is your bathroom. Toilet, drain there in the floor. And if you go up behind, up on top there is all your bath towels. Over here is your shower head. So you just stand here, close the toilet lid, and then take your shower. There's a bar here to keep yourself steady if you're showering when the train's moving, and yeah, you want to be steady then. And just push button here. You know, everything. You can put your shampoo, conditioner, body wash, whatever here. And then there's the toilet paper. It's covered all here, open in the bottom, so that'll help keep it dry. And yeah, oh, there, and that's a push button toilet. So it's kind of small, but it's nice that you have it right here, you know, in your room. I wanted to show you real quick down there. There's levers to flatten out these couch things to make it into a bed, but there's also a bar underneath there, so you can make these recline more to to be a little bit more comfortable. And I found them to be pretty comfortable. The train is moving, so sorry if it's a bit on the shaky side. And I am going to get back to my breakfast. That is apple walnut oatmeal and cranberry grape juice. And so far so good. Okay, so now the bed is down and ready to go. And they did that for me. And I did it myself before coming down here, but it was really nice to have them just come in and do it. And it's very cozy. And I have my little reading light on, ready to go. And so far, so good. It's been a really great trip. I'm pretty happy. So yeah, that was my trip on Amtrak. And I think my review won't really be completely fair to them because it was during COVID. Things would probably be a lot different if we weren't in the middle of a pandemic. But everyone did wear masks, so, I felt completely safe that way. And social distancing was definitely followed, so that was, really good too. I had a better time coming back from Texas, coming home, than I did from Wisconsin going down to Texas. And the main reason for that is, well, actually there's two, is coming back I knew what to expect. And coming back I had better people, two main people that I had to deal with. So when you first get on the train and everything, you will meet, if you're on the sleeper car, you will be meeting with or saying hey to whatever, an attendant. I'm not sure what the exact title is. And that guy or gal can, make a big difference in your trip. And so the first guy was not very friendly and not very helpful. And he made it really just seem like I was a bother or an afterthought. And I didn't really ask for anything. I stayed mostly in my room the whole time. And so I don't know. I mean, he almost looked kind of like he was in pain. So maybe he did say he had a bad back. So maybe that was bothering him or something. And the other person I had to deal with was the chef. And I use that term loosely because the food was, that wasn't good either. Their warm food that's included, to me, they were like dried out or overcooked TV dinners. They just weren't good. And they did say that they have a limited menu now because of COVID. They've cut down how many trips they're doing, the long distance trips, because of COVID. And so they also cut down on their menu. There's just not as many people traveling, and they can't accommodate as many people. So, well, that lady was very nice and helpful, but she seemed extremely overwhelmed all the time, like busy, and just so much going on. And so yeah, that was a little bit, nobody gave me information, for anything on how things would work. No messages over the intercom or anything like that. The other thing that I was not prepared for, although I should have been, so this is probably a little bit more on me, but I'm going to let you know, because I didn't watch a lot of videos, but I did watch some before I booked my trip, and nobody talks about that train horn. Now that thing goes on a lot. Even if you're in small towns, if there's a dirt farmer's road coming up, to where the train is going to pass, they're blowing that horn, and they're doing it more than once. And that just drove me bonkers. If you're not big into noise, you may not like it either. I got used to it eventually, but I still didn't like it. And it was just, geez, especially when you're around cities, it's almost just nonstop. So, that was not cool with me at all. And I let Amtrak know, maybe, I mean, it's a necessity. I understand that we got to keep people safe, and let them know that the train is coming. But geez, maybe mention it on the website or something, I guess, or somehow have better soundproofing. I don't know, but it really, I had a headache almost my whole trip down. I don't know if it was caused by the horn, but I think the horn just bothered it more. But overall, I still really enjoyed the trip. I loved having the room. It was very convenient. It was nice to have time by myself and just chill. There's no Wi-Fi, so you better make sure you have data on your phone. But even at sometimes, you're not even getting that. I mean, you come across some dead zones, but they usually don't last for too long. So you should be okay with that. And those dead zones, I mean, you can't text or call either. So, but like I said, they don't really last that long. My trip back was much nicer. I had very nice people. The second guy, his name I think was Tony. Oh, what a fabulous guy. He was so helpful. And things that, I wanted to pull the bed down, and he came by before I did that and said, "You want me to pull that bed down?" I'm like, "No, I can do it myself." "No, don't you bother yourself. I'll do it." And I'm like, "Oh, that was really cool, And he did very timely announcements. He let us know what was going on, and then the chef on the second one, and I don't remember his name, but he had an accent. I couldn't tell if it was British or Australian. No, it's really, because everybody's wearing those masks, Anyhow, he was very helpful as well. And he was really accommodating and just a really nice guy. I was disappointed with the whole COVID thing because I wanted to go and show you guys and just do it myself, where they have that observation car where it's like, windows all the way, and you could just sit there and chill out and have a coffee and do whatever. But that was closed down because of COVID. And, same thing with the dining car. You didn't really get to talk to a lot of people. Or, in fact, I only sat in a dining car twice because of social distancing. Only a certain amount of people are let in at a time, so I just found it easier to eat in my room. But if you're, a social butterfly, or, you want to talk to other people and see where they're from and what their plans are, just something like that, it did make it a little bit more difficult to do that. You can, of course, take your mask off and that when you're at your table and, eating and drinking. But, yeah, you have tables, like, in front and behind you are both empty. So you'd really have to, and it's a little bit loud on the train, so you'd have to kind of yell, you know what I mean? And get used to walking around like you maybe had one too many cocktails. Because that's kind of what it felt like. Sometimes it was a little more smooth, but it's always moving, of course. But sometimes you're really jostling, back and forth. And so you'll be walking down that hallway and you're bumping in this way and bumping in that way. And it really helps you with your balance, I'll say that. I did enjoy my trip. There were things about it I didn't like it, but overall I really did have a good time. So if you ever rode Amtrak or any other train, like a long distance, let me know how your trip was. Where'd you go? And did you have a sleeper car, or did you just stay in coach, or how did that all work out for you? Oh, and Union Station in Chicago really was super pretty. I really, really enjoyed that. If you have any questions, if I forgot something or whatever, please make sure to put them down in comments, and I will try to answer the best that I can. So my overall review is thumbs up. If you enjoyed the video, thumbs up that too. I'd really appreciate it. It was nice talking to you. And you take care.